Back, welcome, guys. Talk sports.
What's going on? It's Matt Got Cameras, and to my far left is
My grandmother named me King with a third, and we have a special guest today. Go ahead and introduce yourself, sir.
Hold up, no.
Oh, no, okay, no. We got it. We go, yeah, right. Okay, my bad. We got to set him up. We got to set him up.
Legendary artist in Dallas and in the country. One of the most crazy. He could take you from the dark to the light to everywhere you need to go, and he's a phenomenal basketball player. Ed, you like to add anything else?
No, a lot of history with Mr. Chromatic and all of us here in the building. We went through a lot of things, and we've grown together, and glad you're on the show, man. What you got to say?
Chromatic in the building! What's up?
Man? What's up, man? Hey, I've been waiting to be on this show for a long time, you know what I'm saying? I'm a big fan, you know. Hey, that was a great intro.
For sure.
I appreciate that, fellas.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you.
Yeah, man, Chromatic, man, you know, never satisfied. Let's get it.
So, before we start, I've gotten a request, and I'm going to pass my phone to the Ed, down the Ed, so you can read that. The last message.
Which one?
I have no idea.
I don't know. What are we talking about?
I don't know. But we about to start.
Yeah.
So, let's get it started.
Right. It's all good.
So, where do we want to start?
No, man, we got, like I said, we got to talk about this. We got to talk about Chrome some more, man. He's, like I said, done a lot of shows, made a lot of music.
A lot of collaboration.
A lot over the years.
You know what I'm saying? This man is
I got to Dallas 2015, so my rookie season was never satisfied, 2015, 2016. The first time I met Chrome was here, about 2015, 2016. He's doing an interview on this very same YouTube page with Capital J. Shout out to
her.
Shout out to young Jessica. You know, she was interviewing a lot of people, doing a lot of things, and she interviewed Mr. Chromatic. That's when he first came here, I believe. That's when I first met you. That's when I first met you. Yeah. So, and then basically, as of late, we had, if the G League, if ones are familiar, it is the minor league for the NBA, and Mr. Chromatic himself tried out for the Texas Legends. Yes. So, if you can elaborate on your experience, sir.
All right, well, first, let me start off by saying this, you know what I'm saying? Yes, I have on the Dallas Mavericks jersey, but everybody knows that I'm a huge LeBron fan, you know what I'm saying? So I had to represent today, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Luka, you know what I'm saying? So there's two reasons why I have this Dallas Mavs jersey on. The Mavs, they be showing me love. They play my songs during.
Shout out to Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah. And DJ Poison Ivy, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to her.
And another reason is because I had to represent the home team because the Texas Legends, they blessed me with the opportunity to try out, you know what I'm saying, and really showcase my skills in front of, coaches, agents, scouts, and all that. And I've never really had a chance to get those eyes before throughout my basketball career. You feel me? So that was like a big moment, just something that my inner child wanted to experience, you know what I'm saying, just like having that shot, you know what I'm saying.
So coming from me, I've never tried out for a basketball team. So, just run me through, what your process was, just going into that situation. What type of preparation did you have to go through? And just really, the experience overall, like what did you learn from it?
So I trained for 3 years with Charles, CB.
Shout out CB3.
That's my guy.
You know what I'm saying?
That's my guy.
CB3.
That's my guy.
And he actually ended up trying out for the Big Three last year. You know what I'm saying? So we were kind of helping.
CB's gonna come on the show. He did try for the Big Three.
Yeah, for sure. So I really would have did it earlier if it wasn't for COVID and like the whole quarantine situation. That they wanted me to be vaccinated. I was kind of like on my Kyrie. You know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, like I'm not getting vaccinated for like a tryout. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyways, now we're here, woke up 6:30, drove up to the facility, you know what I'm saying?
Frisco.
Plano.
Yeah. Went to a game with you 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Legends game.
Yeah.
We went about 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So so I pull up, I smell blood, like the second that I pull up, I'm like, it's some big dudes in here, but just because you big, it don't mean that you can hoop. You know what I'm saying? Like I got actual IQ. Not saying I'm the best hooper in the world, but I got good IQ. I know how to play the game. You know what I'm saying? So I pull up. I knew it was Destin when they called my name, and it was like, what number is Reed getting? And it was like, oh, we'll give Reed number 3, which was a big deal because when I first started hooping, like, for the rec in middle school, my number was number 3. So this was like a real full circle moment for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so then they line us up shortest to tallest. They break us up into different teams. Then they match us up with different coaches. I forgot my coach's name, but when I find out, I'll have to show him some love. You know what I'm saying? We went over 2 plays. Then they just threw us out there. So we had 5 games to play, no lunch break. You know
When was this? How long ago was this?
This was this past Saturday, so September 24th.
It was the other day.
Yeah, so like I'm still sore.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, today's Tuesday, primetime edition episode. So usually come at you Tuesday 1
Just
p.m.
a break. We got one comment coming in from, I don't know who this is, but Kids Bop says.
Sounds familiar. That sounds familiar.
I think it's somebody. It's somebody we know, but I just can't remember. But he says,
Justin.
email Udoka for president. He ain't doing it.
We
My
gonna
bad.
get there.
we
We gonna
Get
get
back
there.
to the story. We gonna get there though. We gonna get to
I
it.
think that's Justice. It might be Justice.
it might be.
Shout out to Justice. Shout out to Justice. Just save my life.
But yeah, so we go over 2 plays. Then they throw us out there. We playing 5 games, no lunch break. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna try and briefly go over some of my highlights. You know what I'm saying? Because I had specific highlights in like each game. You know what I'm saying? So boom, first game, I grab a rebound over like a 6'8" dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm pushing the break like prime Westbrook. You know what I'm saying? And then they try to trap me at half court, and I throw like a no-look left-handed dime to one of my guys cutting by the baseline. You know what I'm saying? Boom, he lay it up. Whole gym go crazy. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I run down the court goggles. You know what I'm saying?
For the assist.
So pretty much I knew that like my strength going into this was gonna be like playmaking. You know what I'm saying? You got people that's more athletic than me. You got people that can shoot better than me. You know what I'm saying? But dunking. You know what I'm saying? But I came with the dimes. You know what I'm saying?
That part.
That's something that the team needed. You know.
So how many people tried out overall?
150 people, and that was just the day that I was there. They had another tryout on September 10th, but I was in New York for Fashion Week, so I had to skip that and just do the one on the 24th. But yeah, they had 150 people each time.
That's
So they
a
made some
good
racks.
good group. Yeah, that's a good group.
Yeah, man. They made some racks, but yeah, I just played to my strengths. You know what I'm saying? I had a block, crossed some dudes over, threw up a floater, had some lockdown defense, and dropping dimes. I think I had like 10 assists, probably more though. You know what I'm saying? But I did my thing. So if they call me back or email me and let me know that I made the team, I'll find out like a week or 2.
Okay. So where let's say you do make the team, where's the first game?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Because I doubt they even got the schedule out yet if they still like recruiting, you know what I'm saying? But for sure, whenever they play out here, the whole team getting tickets, you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
My child, you know what I'm saying?
For sure. For sure. We gonna be there.
Oh, speaking of which, side note, the Mavericks having like an open like practice like on October 1st, I think. We should go.
How's that work?
I mean, how
It's just free.
I seen
you just
like
pull up. You just pull up and get in.
so maybe we could, on location, bring out the mic, bring out the camera,
That would be kind of fire.
bring the crew, bring maybe Lil Donnie, somebody.
Might catch Luka. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
For sure, definitely.
me and Donnie met Blaylock out one time. Yeah, it was Donnie's birthday.
Just pass? Oh yeah, you right.
Yeah, Donnie's
Just
birthday is
pass,
about like
yeah.
a month ago. One of these spots in Dallas, you already know. But,
No, they be out.
but no, we met up Reggie Bullock. Yeah, Donnie's birthday. Yeah.
Might see Tim Hardaway. You know what
No,
I'm
we
saying?
said. Matter of fact, we saw Tim.
Might see Tim Hardaway outside.
A couple years ago. Just
Yeah.
a couple years ago, I've seen him out. A couple years ago, 2-3 years ago. Yeah, man. Everybody, shout out all Mavericks, man. Shout out everybody.
I have ran into Porzingis during quarantine. And it was just weird. There wasn't nobody else outside. We taking a walk around the park, and I look up. I'm like, "Hey, yo, KP," and he was cool. He's like, "Hey, what's up?"
This is real life my
Looking like the president. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, what's up? Like,
real life my player.
oh, definitely.
It's just red
Roaming around
NBA
the city,
player.
you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
right.
Real life, my player.
Real life my player. Shout out to 2K, all the 2K players out there.
So we're gonna move on a little bit. Still NBA, but how do you feel about this upcoming NBA season?
Open floor, sir.
Open floor.
Open floor.
So
Yeah.
what I'm looking forward to is LeBron passing Kareem's record for number one leading scorer.
What
all
you'll
time.
get. What you'll get.
He'll get it.
You
He'll
feel
get. He's still in the contract.
Yeah.
2 more years. If he averages X amount,
Yeah,
he'll get it. Right.
for sure. Don't know if they're winning a championship. You know what I'm saying? It's not looking too good, even with some of the adjustments.
I think
Lakers have
Vegas
made.
has him like top 4, top 6, and odds to win the championship.
But I did enjoy when Luka and the Mavs was balling out in the playoffs last year. So at least that's something else for me to look forward to. If my favorite player don't get it, then at least I get to see my city be.
I feel like Dallas is due for a chip coming up here soon.
And I didn't get to enjoy the first one
Why not?
because I'm a LeBron fan.
Oh yeah. You would have been hurt.
2000,
I was depressed. for the whole
2011. Yeah.
I mean, it's like yeah.
He was in, how old are you? He was in high school.
Yeah.
He's in
I
high
was
school.
in high school.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
it hurts even wearing this Dirk jersey
No,
right
that
now.
was the Heat. Miami Heat and the Mavs.
Yeah.
And the Mavs had like a Cinderella story. Not a Cinderella story, but they beat the Lakers that year. They beat the Thunder that year.
They sure did beat the Lakers that year.
Who else did they beat? The Spurs too, maybe. The Lakers and the Thunder for sure. They beat Kobe and the Lakers, Durant and Westbrook, and then LeBron and the Heat. So that Mavericks championship, and then a lot of team basketball. Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd is one of the best.
Yeah.
Who's on that team? Deshaun Stevenson, Sean Marion.
Jason Terry was
Jason
a
Terry.
menace.
Oh
He was a
my
menace.
God.
Jason Terry. Karan
Jason
Butler
Terry.
got
Karan
hurt.
Butler.
Karan Butler was on that team. Peja Stojakovic was on that team. Tyson Chandler.
Tyson Chandler was
Peja
on
got a
that.
ring that year.
Peja got a
I
ring.
love Peja, man. That's what's up, bro.
Sacktown loves Peja. Shout out Peja Stojakovic.
Hey, I went to one of those finals games and I left sad and people was just banging on me and I don't know, bro. I might have went home and teared up that night, bro. I was hurt. It was
There's
very
nothing wrong
hard
with
to
that.
watch
There's nothing wrong.
man.
There's nothing wrong with crying over sports. I've done it once or twice in
Passionate,
my life.
man.
There's nothing wrong with
You
that.
know,
Sheesh.
Nothing wrong with that.
it is what it is, man. Passionate,
There's
man.
nothing wrong with that.
So I got another question for you, Chrome. I know it's really early, but from your perspective, can you give us a prediction of who's going to come out of the East and West for the finals? It's really early though. Your predictions.
I got to just pick one on each side or just
Give me one on each side. Give me a team from the East and a team from the West.
I like the Bucks' chances a lot on the East, unless the Nets somehow surprise me. But I don't really have faith in the Nets like that. So probably the Bucks. And I mean, I hope it is the Mavericks. Again, if it isn't LeBron, I hope that it is the Mavericks. I feel like they put up a real good fight and they could have beat Golden State. Now, Golden State could run it
That's a
back,
tough one.
but I just pray that they don't run it back. Steph Curry is amazing, but I don't want to see him win no more rings, bro.
I don't know, man.
Well, not over the Mavs right now.
So my next question: likelihood of LeBron going back to Cleveland, and from your perspective.
Oh, I feel like it's is a real possibility for sure. And they just got Donovan Mitchell too. They just got Donovan Mitchell. Oh, it's for sure a possibility. That's like Baby D Wade right there. You know what I'm saying? And then he go link up with Bronny. He might have another shot for an extra ring when he do it.
For sure.
That would be crazy.
He has 2 years. He has
insane.
2 years left on the Lakers unless he forces his way out.
I will, if he win a championship with his son, I will agree with you. He's the GOAT.
So,
I will give you that.
So you
That's undoubtedly.
okay.
Going to Cleveland will prolong his career because he would be asked to do way less.
Ain't no player in no sport
Way less. He way
ever
less.
have done that.
That would be tough.
Perfect storybook ending. You know what I'm saying? And knowing LeBron is possible.
Ed,
yo.
So do we wanna move into
Oh man.
our bad boys?
What you mean?
The
The next topic at hand.
the Wild Three.
Right. Okay. So
It's still keeping on the basketball though.
so switching gears, we have all season to talk about what's going on in basketball, but we're talking about some off the court stuff. You know, a little bit more. You know, thing. It's unfortunate. Let's start there about right.
Ime Udoka.
It's unfortunate. let me talk about Ime Udoka. Let's give him let's give him his due. Let's give him his. Let me shout him out. So
Shout him
former player, undrafted in year 2000. He's played all over the place. Half these places I can't pronounce. He was on the Lakers in 2004. He was on the Knicks 2006. The Blazers 06, 07. The Spurs 07, 09. He was on the Sacramento Kings 2009, 2010.
Hell of a career.
He's back on the Spurs, you know. And then as an assistant coach, he was there from 2012 to 2019. Got a championship in 2014. He was an assistant with the Sixers in 2019 to 2020. Assistant with the Nets 2020, 2021. Now he is the current head coach of the Boston Celtics.
Ish.
That went to the finals and had a fair chance to beat the Golden State Warriors in the NBA. Had a fair chance. Won game one. Had Curry shaking his boots. Marcus Smart was all over that. Defensive player of the year over there. Shout out to Boston Celtics. So they're going through a lot of off-the-court stuff, which can affect their championship odds for the next year because now Mr. Ime Udoka got suspended for 1 year to conduct detrimental to the team.
All right, so
That's the official.
I'll pick it up a little bit.
Gotta do it.
Yeah. I'll pick it up.
You see how we do it? See how we do it? See how we do it over here?
Oh man.
So there's a mystery woman working for the Celtics that Mr. Ime was busting down.
Right.
And it's also been said that there may be
Damn
other women
it.
in the facility
Damn it.
that Mr. Ime may have been busting down.
Let's keep it professional.
And they also...
Bro got a problem.
We try to win. We try to win.
We
try to win a championship in this.
But I mean,
MFer, man.
They put
we
the
try to
report
win
out,
a championship, man.
There's also been said that there is someone who works for the team who may have been impregnated by Mr. Ime Udoka.
No way.
This is all. Some of this is speculation.
But a lot of it's speculation. But you have people retracting their statements, basically finding out more. Shout out to Matt Barnes, Sacktown Matt Barnes. He's a part of the he's a part of the media, and he said one thing, and maybe he heard more stuff, and he's like, you know what? Let's get all the facts before we make pass judgment, make comments, and majority of us out there doesn't know the full story. True. There's a lot of accusations out there, a lot of speculation.
I wanna make one more hard statement.
Yes, sir.
It has been speculated that Mr. Ime Udoka has possibly been entanglement with a player or two's significant other.
No, I saw it was like a VP or something like that. Okay. Front office.
So my question,
front office,
and Chrome, if you feel comfortable answering, I'll ask you this question. First question is, do you feel that the punishment was fair? Second question, this is the harder question. Do you feel like whoever was a part of what he was doing should have been punished also?
Okay.
Floor is yours. The ball's in your court.
All right, I'm gonna try to answer the second question first. Well, I mean, yeah, because I don't know if the punishment is fair. I guess because I don't know how like deep this is. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of hard for me to like
For the season.
Judge
Indefinitely though, for the season, but indefinitely.
I mean, well, now if he did all of those things, and granted, I'm not just gonna like be like, oh, forget him. He did all those things because I don't know.
Let's throw in the word consensual is a word that's being used.
Consensual is being
Right.
used.
So
Yes,
let's
absolutely.
not misinterpret
Right,
anyone
right,
forcing themselves.
Right.
You know.
But even if it is consensual, I think it's still just wild because you're supposed to be professional at work. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're supposed to be way more like professional. Like he kind of
In the Navy, they say fraternization. You know, no fraternization. That means like people keep work. You know.
Yeah, if he is doing all that, he is wild, and if he's not, then I'm sorry that he's going through that. That people think he's doing that. I don't know what the man did, so I don't know if it's fair or not. I see that they're trying to protect whoever the mystery woman is, and if it is more staff involved, they're trying to protect them as well. I mean, I feel like if you're going to tell us about him, then tell us about them as well.
See what Malika Andrews be talking about. You see all that? All these comments she be doing?
Yeah,
Malika
I mean-
Andrews be throwing them haymakers.
She be doing the haymakers.
She be throwing them haymakers. She
leans more on the side of just not necessarily the other parties involved taking accountability, just Ime Udoka, which is deserved on his part for sure.
I don't know. I want to know who else is
and
involved.
then and then on top of it, like the latest is she already the interim coach. She aired out his rap sheet, his history, his past, and he got arrested in his early 20s. He's the interim, and he's the interim coach of the Celtics, the new coach. She's over here. She's got an issue with the Ime Udoka thing because everyone says there's more to the story. Stephen A. Smith all the way down. There's more to the story than they're letting on.
I'm sorry.
Wait.
So I ain't like that. I know I seen that, and I just ain't like that. Like why you gotta bring up old shit? Like he is being.
You trying to get him to lose his job too? He just got promoted
He
to.
just got promoted. Like this is
head coach 1, HC1. He just got promoted.
It's not necessarily in the ideal situation of him being promoted, but like I didn't feel like that was right to like immediately.
She's on a rampage.
Before you talk,
I didn't
about
know she
anything
was doing all that.
Yeah,
She's
before
on
you
look
talk
her up.
about
Like, you know, you see her. She's great. She's great. She's, you know, powering all that. You know, she's great. She's on shit. She's on ESPN. I'm not shit. But she's over here. I like to believe, you know, show, you know, respect, positivity. Why do I gotta air out your dirty stuff? You could Google it. It's there if this man. You could Google it. Why you got to put it on ESPN? Let's talk basketball. Let's talk about Jason Tatum and them, right?
So we got a comment that came in from Twitch.
Oh, shout out to we're on Twitch. You got a Twitch? We're on Twitch.
We got a comment that came in from Twitch.
Shout
I
out
don't. This is a GZDR4EEB. I don't know who you are, but his contract has a morals clause in it. We don't know if the VP wife has a contract. VP's wife contract has one. She had no power. She had a title as the VP's wife. She was not a VP. My job has a similar policy for management. No fraternizing with your subordinates.
Keyword, fraternization. Keyword they say in the military. Keyword.
So part of me, and this is my personal speculation, part of me feels like for him to just be singled out in this way, he had to be knocking somebody's wife in the building down.
They say somebody's wife, and she had a position.
Because it's like
excuse me, and or had a position with the organization. I saw you something. There's all kind of stuff. There's all kind of stuff out there, bro.
Out to a certain extent.
So you see Stephen A. Smith, he said if he was of a different background, this may have not came out.
Oh yeah,
Stephen A. Smith said it. I mean, some may agree,
I ain't
some may
gonna go that
disagree.
far, but it could.
But Stephen A. Smith said it. Again, these hot takes, these controversial takes on ESPN and Fox Sports.
I don't know, because there's plenty of Caucasian coaches who have been aired out for stuff too.
For stuff like that though, by an entire like organization, like.
Well, I ain't gonna. I can only think about like one or two, and that's like in football. I can only think of Jerry Sandusky back in the day, but what he did was just like
it was something else. They probably, I mean, I don't know.
He was
doing some other stuff.
Yeah, right.
But
he like little boys over there. He like little boys and shit.
But I mean,
coach from like 10, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So, no, it was an assistant coach. It was assistant some shit. You talking about Penn State?
Yeah.
Yeah, Penn State.
Oh, I think I did hear about that.
That was like 10, 20 years
but
ago.
At the same time, that's almost at a whole nother level.
That's another level. You're
you're
breaking the law.
Yeah,
you're breaking the law. Right.
Quick question. So
Yes,
did y'all hear that? Like, apparently this came out based off of a conversation they heard of the coach and the mystery woman having
on a ring
camera.
I seen that. I was just gonna say that. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
I did not know that.
Come on, man.
That's crazy.
So
let's keep it basketball, man. Let's keep it basketball.
I think we should keep it. I mean,
no, but it's just
but
like,
to a
man,
certain
what's
extent,
going on, man?
I mean, if that's the case, then why didn't they handle this internally?
Ooh, it's personal. It's professional. It's personal. It's personal.
It's definitely personal.
It's personal. You know what I'm saying? It's professional. Come on now.
Like I said, I almost feel like somebody wanted to humiliate him in a certain way.
Damn.
That's why I say he had to be.
Yeah, and then and he's been in
somebody
and he's
somebody took it personal for sure.
Neil Long and all that.
Yeah, that's
G's in the middle of that. Shout out to Neil Long.
Shout
respect. I don't want respect to everybody.
Hey man, be careful who you date or who you about to get married to, because it's some weird people out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you never really know somebody. I mean, I don't know.
So we still got 2 of the 3. Well, it's really one more.
I mean, okay, we gave that enough time. Again, a lot's still out there. Let's, God bless everybody. Everybody make it all right. You know what I'm saying? Health and wealth to everyone. But if we're gonna spend that much time on one thing, switching gears, lightweight, right? No, so when it comes to stuff like that, and that's been all over the news and all over the networks. As of late, Mr. Brett Favre.
One of my childhood heroes.
Everyone our age. One of the best in the in the 90s. Legit. Yeah, so he, if you want to look at the article, sir, to get the exact numbers and whatnot, but basically he had the governor in his back pocket. So that's why nothing's going to happen to him. Let's get out. We could go this and that on why things like Mr. Udoka and all his stuff getting way more coverage than Mr. Brett Favre. And you talking about $5 million from the state of Mississippi, one of the poorest states, that's where he's from, to build a volleyball facility and to build it for the college and have that's all politics. All the colleges, all the board and the admin and this and that and this and that, built the volleyball facility for his daughter, right?
The state of Mississippi has filed a civil lawsuit against Brett Favre and others to recover more than $20 million in misspent welfare money intended to help needy people in one of the country's poorest states.
We got volleyball gyms, state of the art.
What he did was against the law.
State of the art, volleyball gyms being built in Mississippi. Shout out Mississippi. I've lived in Mississippi for a few months.
So how do we feel about this? How does this tarnish his legacy?
I mean, again, the facts. I mean, the the civil law. It's going to play out, and you can't negate facts. You can't argue facts. Mm-hmm. Did he know what he's doing? Like I said, he was dealing with the governor,
right?
So that's political. Those are politicians. Those are real gangsters. Yeah. Those are real gangsters.
Why Brett Favre gotta be cheap like that though, bro? I know all
Brett
them damn Wrangler commercials, bro. You couldn't. He should have had the money to build a damn volleyball court.
What's his net worth? What's his net worth?
Like $200 million.
Right.
My man been doing Bengay and Wrangler commercials.
No, what's another? The other one?
The day he retired,
no.
He was in Wranglers.
Shout to Copperfit. He did the Copperfit. The Copperfit. You get the Copperfit check.
Cheap ass bud. Pay for that damn thing. We got a comment from the same guy on Twitch.
Man.
The closest scandal I can think of recently is when Urban Meyer was caught at the bar with a young girl on his lap, rumored to be his mistress. And he is still married. He wasn't let go or suspended for that. He was let go for
facts. Exactly. The last line. He was.
I ain't gonna lie.
His
Urban Meyer joint was wild.
I mean, he was in the club. He brought the
with that little bone.
I didn't even see that. I didn't even see that.
Yeah, Urban Meyer was.
That was one of his mishaps. But the final one is he kicked his own kicker in practice, talking back and forth with him. Colorful conversation, and he kicks him like he's in college. And he was at college how long? Come on now, he's talking to all them college kids any type of way, treating them any type of way, and he was paying millions of dollars.
Yeah. He ain't even make it the whole
season. College sports is one of the biggest upside down scams in the country. It's ass backwards. Kids giving them everything, and they don't see any of the profits, the bowl money, all that, and the coaches millions of gajillions of dollars, the schools millions of dollars, and the students basically semi-pro.
Yeah, pretty much.
And barely getting food and shelter.
And it's only a certain small percentage of the college players that are actually going to make it to
less than 1%.
Yeah, so
less than 1%.
I do feel like they should be doing something for those college players for sure.
They could get endorsements. It's a step in the right direction, but
hopefully
that'll.
But Brett Favre, man.
Hey, the Brett Favre situation should definitely be talked about more than.
We agree. We all agree. Thank you for everyone that gave us that input.
But there is one more thing.
We're saying it.
I think the only other thing about the Brett Favre situation, though, is Brett Favre ain't playing right now. So he's not really relevant. So that might be another reason as to why it's not getting as much as the Ime situation, because Ime, he's a coach right now. But you know what I'm saying? And I don't think, if you're a 15-year-old kid, you don't know who Brett Favre. You might not know who Brett Favre is. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, this is so disappointing because he's one of my favorite quarterbacks of all time.
Absolutely.
NFL Quarterback Club 98. He was on the cover.
Yeah, that was my game. I had that on N64. Yeah. Yep.
That was one of my first games on that joint. Yeah, for sure. Shout out to all the Nintendo 64 players out there.
Shit.
Shout out to everyone. Yeah.
So you want to push it forward?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah, here we go. We are coming to on the 27th of September, Tuesday. We are wrapping up week 3 of the NFL. So we're about to
head into this NFL week.
Yes, sir.
Where we want to bust it down Thursday night.
Thursday night. Started with the AFC. That was an AFC North game. We have the Cleveland Browns defeating the Pittsburgh Steelers 29-17. Had 100 yards from Amari Cooper, former Dallas Cowboy.
Got him in fantasy.
100 yards to Nick Chubb, and Russian. And the Steelers were calling for Trubisky's job and throwing the kid.
I mean, the Steelers fans, they not going to be too patient because they just too used to winning. You know what I'm saying? You in Pittsburgh and you start losing, man. I do not want to be the quarterback in that city if you're losing. You know what I'm saying? But pretty much average performance from Pittsburgh Steelers. I like actually seeing a score like this, a turnout like this, just because, this is the division my team is in. And if everybody else is kind of even and we kind of pull forward, you always paying attention to these games.
Yeah, of course. It's your division.
But Mitch Trubisky, pedestrian game, looking at the stats. Jacoby Brissett, decent game. Nick Chubb, It looks like they had a running game going. Pretty stout game on both sides of the ball. We can go to the next game.
We have I'm on ESPN. We have the Baltimore Ravens defeating the New England Patriots 37-26. You catch any of the game?
I call. Ooh. Can I?
Yeah, go all
right,
in. Yeah,
so
do that.
This is my team, you know what I'm saying? And before I say anything, I got to say that Lamar Jackson,
Pay the man.
right now,
Pay the man.
is
He's the best.
and he is literally
The best.
best player in the NFL right now. It's not even close. First 3 weeks of the season, 12 touchdowns, 10 through the air,
Stats,
2 on the
facts.
ground, 700 yards passing, and about 250 on the ground. Lamar Jackson has more touchdowns than every team in the league except the Ravens. But yeah, the Lamar Jackson
After week
revenge
3,
tour continues.
A lot of offense.
A lot of offense. Lamar Jackson revenge tour continues. We got the Bills next week. What's up?
Wow. You got the Bills next week? Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
You think y'all got a chance for?
A chip?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Only thing is, if we get the chip, they gonna have to pay Lamar. Lamar gonna like.
Oh, definitely.
He gonna own
Might
the
as well,
team.
though. Yeah, I mean,
He might own the city. Be Lamar Timor. You know? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's perfect. I ain't gonna count.
You know what I'm saying? He might own the city. He do that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think we got another chance for a chip. Absolutely. We gotta at least get one with Lamar. I would prefer it be this season, just because once we pay him, then we're not gonna be able to pay nobody else for a while. But considering, you know, how important he is to the team, I can't even knock it, you know. But you get us a chip, you know, we pretty much same thing we did with Flacco. You're pretty much paying for that championship, pretty much. But great game, Lamar Jackson MVP, best player in the league right now.
Next game, we have the Indianapolis Colts defeating the Kansas City Chiefs 20-17. Any given Sunday. Majority of people bet on that game, lost that game.
So I did catch a bit of this game too. The Chiefs just couldn't get their offense going, bro.
He misses Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, they couldn't
He
get the
misses
offense
Tyreek
going.
Hill.
I mean, the first week it didn't look that way.
It's the beginning of the end.
You know, right now. I'm gonna still give Patrick Mahomes the benefit of the doubt. At this point, like I said, he's kind of like a proven player in the league. So, but their offense couldn't get going this game. It wasn't really anything to really scoff at on either side. But Chiefs lost close game. They should have won. And Indianapolis Colts got to win. Matty Ice.
No, they was in danger of going 0-3. They needed that. You have one of the best running backs over there, Jonathan Taylor.
Yep.
He's 1A, 1B right there next to King Henry. So they're looking to win some games, you know. And the AFC South is wide open. It's wide open. You got the
Jacksonville won.
yeah,
We'll get to that one.
We'll get to that one. So next game we have the Carolina Panthers. I didn't know this. The Carolina Panthers beating the New Orleans Saints 22-14. So we got a W for
Baker Mayfield.
Mr. Baker Mayfield. Everyone's one of the most loved, hated quarterbacks around.
Man.
Wow, the Panthers, they got that going. McCaffrey, he's
This is their first win of the year, though.
first one of the year, divisional game.
You know,
So, you know, all bets are off on divisional games. Anything can happen. This is a NFC South matchup.
beginning of the year, I was super like high on Baker just because of the situation. But right now, I don't really know what's going to happen this season. That division is wide open.
Who's on that team other than him and McCaffrey?
But I mean, really,
that team.
but that division is probably like the most, you know, you don't know what's about to happen. You got the Falcons. You got
No. AFC. So you got Jacksonville, Indianapolis, Tennessee, and one more. Houston.
Yeah.
That's the AFC South.
I'm thinking
Houston
NFC.
Texans, Indianapolis Colts, Jacksonville Jaguars, Tennessee Titans.
Still pretty wide open though.
It's wide open. There's no clear-cut favorite.
Yeah.
But the Colts, they got some weapons. Man,
I like that wide receiver they got, Pittman.
Yeah.
He's been killing it in fantasy. Killing it. Next game.
Next game, we have the Chicago Bears beating the Houston Texans 23-20.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if I care too much about this game.
I gotta.
You got a story?
Oh no, he's got some connections with the Houston Texans.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Yeah. Let's
So
talk about the Houston Texans.
We're gonna let Chromatic.
Yeah, he got some connections there. Yeah.
So shout out to J.O. Jonathan Owens. You know what I'm saying? So
What's his jersey number? What's his position?
36. He's a safety. Yeah, and
he's involved with pop culture for the kids at home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So his wife
You go get to that.
is
You go get to that. Yeah.
his wife is Simone Biles.
Shout out to
for
Simone
sure.
Biles. She's rock will never satisfied after
Absolutely.
after Jeezy concert. Yeah, shout out
Yeah.
shout out Simone Biles. Yeah, she's
that's
I met her
dope.
before. Yeah, we drove her and
Yeah.
everything.
Man,
Yeah,
so I ended up meeting her out in St. Louis. J.O. he had his football camp out there. So my uncle is actually his sports agent, Darren DeLoach, Ascension Enterprises. You know what I'm saying? So he got a lot of dudes all over the league, but I'm the closest I guess with J.O. You feel me? So I'm always be supporting J.O. I'll be
That's what's
watching
up.
all the Texans games. I'll be hoping that the Texans come through. I don't know if I'm repeating myself, but yeah, he broke a record for the most tackles.
No, I don't think so. No.
Yeah, so he just broke a record for the most tackles in the least amount of games. Like
That's
or,
dope.
Like you know what I'm saying?
That's dope.
Yeah. So shout out to bro. You know what I'm saying? We need to get some more dubs.
Shout out to bro. We'll make it to a game or two
Yeah.
down the
for
road.
sure.
We'll make it to a game.
They coming to
or two.
Dallas too.
They play Dallas this year?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, sir. I will be there.
Okay.
All right.
Next game, man.
Next game, we have a shocker. No, yes and no. We have the Miami Dolphins beating the Buffalo Bills 21-19. I think we had $1 bet on that game.
And who won?
The Dolphins. I was
Yeah,
betting
so
on the
You bet on Bills, I bet on Dolphins.
Yeah.
I for sure thought the Bills would have.
Yeah, we got
So-
the Buffalo Bills.
Oh, but they was 2-2 when they played each other though, right?
It's week 3.
Both
No,
teams
the
was 2-0.
no, the Dolphins are 3-0.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
The Dolphins.
Yeah, like 2 wins and 2 wins. You know?
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh, bet. The Dolphins are Tua. Tua's looking like he's living up to the hype. There's a lot of hype with it when he got
Yeah.
drafted. Tank for Tua and all that, and the Dolphins got him, and he's putting up 4, 5, 6 touchdowns a game.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? Like high offense, and again, that's a sleeper team. Matt did call that before the season started.
So-
For them to be a sleeper team with Waddle and Hill on their team.
I did watch this game. I will say this. Tua wasn't going crazy this game. Now, Josh Allen, it felt like, and it's the craziest part because they lost the game. It felt like the Bills were on offense like the whole damn game. But they just could not really score. So, big shout-outs to the Dolphins defense. And I think the obviously Tua's playing a lot better, but I think the biggest story with the Dolphins is really just them being balanced on both sides of the ball. Defense stepping up to make the plays when they need to be. And obviously, like I keep bigging up the receivers on the Dolphins, Waddle, and obviously Tyreek Hill's over there now. Pretty much
Both
Tua's
can
just
give you
making
100 yards a game.
Yeah.
Easy.
But if I would say anything to Tua's credit, he's making clutch plays. Even when they beat the Ravens, he made the biggest plays when it counted the most. So, 2 clutch performances from Tua Tagovailoa.
say that 5 times fast.
Yeah,
Because I just know it's Tua, man.
yeah, that last name be getting me.
Shout out
sometimes.
Oos. Shout out Oos. Shout out brother.
And he got concussed in the game, so
Oh yeah.
he got concussed, came back
Oh
in.
no, they're gonna look
You know.
into that because
Yeah.
the Dolphins nothing's because they got a tampering chart. They lost a first-round draft pick recently.
I don't know if you've seen the replay. I pulled
And
it
no,
up.
exactly that replay, and he's walking. Stephen A. talked about that, and he's like, he's walking, and he kind of, it's scary stuff, like it's not your back. They said it was his back, but he looked like he didn't know where he's at for about 5 seconds.
Nah, he was
right. No,
he was
walking
doing
right. Pull that up.
He hit the stanky leg for about a second.
No, right.
He hit that one, but where is it? Are they gonna show it?
Yeah,
bam.
right
That's
here.
where he hit up.
It's his head.
But my
He
man
didn't think it was so bad. He gets up and he.
So after this, I'm gonna read a few comments. We got a few comments that came in. They just showing the hit, but they ain't showing him walking away.
Ah, that's the best part. That's the best part. That's all the no. It's like he gets up a little funny.
So let me get back in here.
Shout out to everyone in the comments.
We got a few comments. So
like,
we got
share, subscribe.
We got our homie back in here.
Our Twitch homie.
No.
Oh, drunk. What's
Drunk.
up? Drunk. No, drunk was bringing the sauce.
So drunk says Mike McDaniel got the juice. Now, I can't lie.
Who's Mike McDaniel?
Mike McDaniel is the first year head coach of the Miami Dolphins.
Where'd he come from? What's his background?
I couldn't tell you.
Mike McDaniel. Where'd he come from?
But
look him up.
When I see Mike McDaniel, bro, he looks like the most coach of the NFL in the NFL you ever seen. Like, if you would have seen him, you would think he is like a Bible salesman.
That is him. He looks like an Uber driver.
Yes. But my man, I gotta show that man hella love because he's
39 years old.
Of some grown
39 years old.
out there
Younger than Tom Brady.
Younger than
Tom Brady's 45. Mr. Mike McDaniel's 30. This is the whole coach. He looks like a scout. He looks like a video scout.
My man drunk. He got the stats pulled up for us. He said and you should have known this, Ed. Mike McDaniel was the offensive coordinator of the 49ers last year.
So it was 1 year. What's 1 year?
Also, Jason S.
Run game coordinator. Okay.
Shout out to Jason S. LFG. I don't know what that means, my guy, but if you're still in here, you could break down that abbreviation for us.
Let's fucking go.
For sure.
Jason S. Shout out Jason S.
And Drunk also said the Bills got out-coached, plain and simple.
Wow. No, he's been oh wow. Okay, man.
But my man do look like a Bible salesman.
No, he was. That name does sound familiar.
Yeah. I seen the post game. I was like, yo, who is this dude?
Okay, man? I got his Wikipedia up. So 2005 intern, coaching intern, Broncos.
But shout out to him.
Offensive assistant, Houston Texans, 06 to 08. California Redwoods / Sacramento Mountain Lions. It's like a minor league NFL team. I remember the Mountain Lions. 09 to 010. Redskins offensive assistant, 11 to 12. Wide receivers coach, 2013. Cleveland Browns receivers coach, 2014. Atlanta Falcons offensive assistant, 2015, 2016. Your San Francisco 49ers run game coordinator from 2017 to 2020. Offensive coordinator in 2021. And the Miami Dolphins head coach, 2022.
My man said Mike
McDaniel
be rocking them Yeezys. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's what's
He
up.
said Mike McDaniel be rocking them Yeezys.
As he
Shout out
should.
the Dolphins, man.
Cool. Apparently, he's the coolest coach in the league right now.
Shout out the Dolphins.
But yeah, he just be he caught Mike McDaniel. He caught me off guard when I seen this. Is the video I was talking about when I seen him in the locker room. I was like, yo, he looked like the most non-NFL head coach I have ever seen. I was like, yo,
we are
It's the owner's son that just took over.
For real.
The owner's son just took the shit over. Like, all right, shout out to the Dolphins. We gave them about 5 minutes. All right, next game we have the Minnesota Vikings defeating the Detroit Lions 28-24. That's an NFC North matchup. Again, I think the Vikings are the sleeper team in the NFC North. They're going to give the Green Bay Packers a run for the money all year long.
Justin Jefferson, man.
Justin Jefferson, Cook, the running back, the other Cook, Madison. High power over there. The Minnesota Vikings. I think they're going to be talked about. They're in the playoff hunt all year long. I'm not saying they're a lock, but they're going to be in the hunt all year long.
I mean, I'm always kind of like wishy-washy about
because they're
Kirk
better.
Cousins.
Okay, they're better than the Lions. They're better than the Bears, like hands down. It's between them and the Packers, and I think the Packers are going to fall short. I don't see the Packers.
I don't know.
I don't see
man. That's a bad man they got at quarterback.
That's a bad.
bro.
They need more than just him.
Yeah, but
and that man walked out the door to Las Vegas. So that's my argument with the Green Bay Packers every time.
He's better with him though.
Every time.
He was better.
They're better
Aaron
with each
Rodgers.
other.
Yeah,
They're
better with each other.
They're better with each other.
So-
I felt if Devontae Adams was on the Packers, then I'd be like, yeah, the Packers are Super Bowl contenders. I'd say, but they lost one of the top receivers in the NFL. So, no worries, bro. Man, look at you guys.
Next game.
Next game, we have the Cincinnati Bengals beating the New York Jets 27-12. So shout out to the Bengals. They were also in danger of going 0-3. So Burrow and Chase and company got their stuff together. They got a W against the New York Jets. They got a lot of rebuilding over there. They got a lot of heart. They got a lot of good fans with the Jets.
What I say about the Jets every week.
You took,
I say, man.
Joe Flacco, man. They got
bro,
Joe Flacco over there. Bro.
As long as Joe Flacco, because Joe Flacco, he wasn't never the greatest, bro, but
Hey, he's
he brought us a championship. And I will respect that.
Hey, that's all that
he's,
matters.
He's still top 32.
So I'll be like,
he's top 32 in the world, man.
As long as he ain't playing the
He's still
Ravens.
starting the NFL, man. He's still starting.
as long as he ain't playing the Ravens, I could, man, I'm going to root for Joe, even though he played horribly.
That's what it's all about, man.
Drunk said another. What he said?
What he say?
Bengals finally got an easy win. I still don't trust them.
That is not the same team from last year, for some reason.
And he also asked, I'll give my personal opinion on this. Is Justin Jefferson the best wide receiver in the league? No. Yes or no? I'm gonna say no. Well, actually, I think that title is up in the air right now.
Him, Cooper,
Because
Kupp,
nobody's
Stephon Diggs.
At least this season, nobody
Jamar Chase.
Nobody has kind of like
Debo Samuel.
stepped or broken away from any of the other receivers.
He's top 3, top 5 for sure.
And in about 3 more weeks, we'll
Top
be like,
1 is
somebody will
subjective. Yeah,
emerge.
halfway season will be a clear cut top 1, 2, 3 guy.
Yeah, but not we can't make that decision right now.
Top 3, top 5, but being the best, that's I feel subjective. Because if he's like neck and neck with 2, 3 other guys, what more makes you the best? If you guys are within, 50 yards, 100 yards receiving, like week in, week out.
And everybody's throwing the ball.
I think Cooper Kupp. I mean, but everyone's gonna have. Not everyone's gonna have 200 yards a game. Some guys might have 50.
Yep. No, you're absolutely right.
So halfway through, we'll have a better idea. But top 3, top 5.
Next game.
For sure. Next game, we have the Tennessee Titans beating the Las Vegas Raiders 24-22.
What's up with the Raiders, man?
What's up with the Raiders? Are they 0-3?
Yeah.
They are 0-3. Yikes. I got a little love for the Raiders. I got a little bit more faith in that. Hopefully they turn around. They got Devontae Adams out there. With his former college teammate David Carr. That's why he left Aaron Rodgers to go to the Raiders. Play with his old quarterback.
And Drunk also commented, Devontae Adams is the one wide receiver everybody names as the best, but JJ is close. So Devontae Adams, we giving it to him. We give it to him considering what he did last year. I would give him that feat.
No, I think didn't he get the most yards
And the most catches.
Right. So that's what does it. That's what does it.
He definitely had
yards and
100 plus.
catches. That's what does it. That's what makes you. I'm statistically better than everyone else. I have the most stats. I have the best stats.
Yeah.
Anyone else in my position in the league, that makes you the best. Yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
That makes you the best. That's how they rate it with fantasy. That's how they rate it with contracts. It's all numbers, all statistics. I should make this much money because I'm as good as him and I do the same as him, if not more.
Right.
That's a lot of players argue their contracts.
Next game.
Wait, hold on. Before I don't mean to interrupt you.
No, that's good.
No, come on. What's up?
Before we move on from the Raiders,
Shout out the Raiders. What's up?
I know my homie Ron is gonna be watching this. You know what I'm saying, and he's a huge Raiders fan.
Shout out Ron.
And I know you salty right now, bro. I don't know what's going on with the Raiders. You know what I'm saying, but we're gonna pray for y'all, man.
And I got one more thing about this game. So a few weeks ago, this Drunk was on our podcast because he was active, and Drunk was big on Derek Carr, man.
Yes, he was.
He's backpedaling, man. He's backpedaling on Derek Carr right now. Derek Carr is fried, and the Raiders still have no defense.
That's their issue. Yeah, they have a lot of names on the offense, but
y'all here losing money, bro.
should never lost. Khalil Mack should have never left the Raiders. John Gruden politicked. He politicked Mack out of there for his first rounder, and two of their first rounders didn't work. I feel bad for two. They had the receiver with the car crash, Henry Suggs the third, and they had another first rounder. He was a cornerback, and he's over here flashing guns on social media.
Yeah. So
you lose two first rounders after a year to getting cut.
That's
tough as a franchise. That's like having a number one bust. Same deal. First rounders that don't work out, that sucks. So they took a step back in their development. That's the facts. That's not, again, I'll show love and respect to the Raiders, but that's the facts. So
next game,
we have the Philadelphia Eagles beating the Washington Redskins slash football team / Commanders.
I'm never gonna like this name.
That's terrible.
A terrible day.
Football team. I was rocking with the football team. Redskins.
Everything about them is terrible.
This is true.
This was the Carson Wentz Bowl.
Yes.
Carson Wentz Bowl. And then, Jalen Hurts, one of my fantasy quarterbacks, gets to that later.
Man.
He's putting up big numbers.
Jalen Hurts, I'm proud of you,
with
boy.
His arm, his legs. And he could very well be a Pro Bowl this year.
Wide receivers on that team are going crazy, man. That acquisition they got A.J. Brown last year.
Yeah, Philadelphia Eagles are looking.
He looking like Anquan Bolden. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, you know what I'm saying? Just muscling up on it, you know what I'm saying? Wide receiver. Jalen Hurts is playing great. He's also in that MVP race. Devontae Smith, who's the other receiver, he had 8 catches for 169 and a touchdown last week. I did see the highlights from this game, and Devontae Smith was like, it almost looked like he was flying, bro.
I'm him. I'm him, right?
He was jumping over people to get the ball. But nah,
everyone get on my back.
Philly, they got a team this year. You know what I'm saying? He out there looking like 03 Donovan McNabb. You know what I'm saying?
Looking like a playoff team, Philadelphia Eagles.
Absolutely.
Next game we have the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're 3-0. Are they 3-0? I'm tripping. 2-1.
2-1.
Okay. They beat the LA Chargers 38-10. I wouldn't have guessed it.
That would have made them first place in their division.
Yes, that's what I meant. For sure, they're the first place in the division. Because everyone started off with a loss the first game. That's right. In the AFC South, that's where they're at. Trevor Lawrence, I was just about to get. They give him a lot of leeway. He's been in the league a little bit now. He's been in the league, a year and some change, almost 2 years, right? And
it's his second season.
So he's getting a lot. He's got way more leeway than Trey Lance did before he got hurt. Everyone's just kind of forgot about Trevor Lawrence. In his draft, he got picked number 1 on Jacksonville, but he put us some numbers today, and that division's wide open. If he takes them to the playoffs after they fired Urban Meyer and all that mess, and then they've been again they went to the AFC Championship their first year as a franchise, right? We talked about that, the Jacksonville Jaguars, but majority of the years of them being a franchise, they haven't had the best winning percentage. Jacksonville Jaguars.
I can't lie. His stat line is pretty nice. 28 for 39, 262, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. I mean, he was projected. They said, they always say this about every quarterback that come out, but they said he was the best prospect since Andrew Luck. So, maybe it's time for him to live up to it.
So, Justin Herbert's not playing 100%. He had he had an injury with his ribs a little bit. He finished the game before. He was questionable before the game. He's one of my fantasy quarterbacks, so I was paying attention to that. He almost didn't play, but he played. So he's not 100%. So I see the LA Chargers bouncing back. If you had 100% Justin Herbert, maybe that game would have been different.
Drunk says, I'm one
shout
of
out to
those
Drunk.
people who
Shout out
said
to Drunk.
Trevor Lawrence was trash. I have to recant all the hate I had for him.
Didn't he win?
Hold up.
Where did he go to college?
I got to call you out on his last. He went Clemson. I got to call you out on his last comment. Jalen Hurts is more exciting to watch than Lamar.
Damn.
Boy,
damn,
get
that's
out of here.
That's personal.
Boy,
You might as well said F you, Matthew.
You
You might as well say
that
sounds personal.
what I'm saying?
Lamar. I mean, if they have a better record,
If
they have a better record, then it's really
Lamar's like Ralph Lauren, man. You know what I'm saying it ain't Lamar, bro. You know what I'm saying? But Jalen Hurts is doing his thing. I can't even front on him. He's playing great. Next game. Shout out to Drunk.
Next game we have the Green Bay Packers defeating Tampa Bay Buccaneers 14-12.
Battle of two goats.
Yeah, the Buccaneers aren't all the way there. What is it?
That was
You catch a little bit of that?
that was a close one. Yeah, because I'm always watch a Tom Brady game. I used to hate Brady because he was the reason why my favorite player Terrell Owens didn't get a ring.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Same.
Yeah.
Shout out to Terrell Owens. I meant Terrell Owens.
I used to hate Tom Brady, but now I love him because he make everybody else sad too. You know what I'm saying? So, like he's like Thanos at this point. He's
Remember
gonna make sure everything's
a
perfectly
few years
balanced.
ago, where did we go? We went to it was the Super Bowl, the
Yeah,
Patriots and the
yeah,
Rams.
Yeah.
It was a few years ago. It was me, Chrome, a few of us. We was somewhere, some type of
I think it was at
Super
Bomb,
Bowl party.
Was
Wow,
it
you
Bomb
took-
Factory.
it was Bomb Factory.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
Bomb Factory. And then and Jermaine was with us. Shout out Jermaine. Jermaine was with us. And,
That was a boring Super Bowl.
Yeah, the Rams got shut out and they got rid of Jared Goff so fast after that.
Got my man up out of there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so but I love Aaron Rodgers though too because I feel like he's like one of the, if not the most skilled quarterback that I've seen.
He's 45 years old. You talking Aaron Rodgers?
No,
You talking
no,
about
Rodgers.
Rodgers? No, yeah, Rodgers, man.
38.
Rodgers 38. Rodgers still got a few more
man
years in
is
him, man.
Skilled. He is very skilled. He's the best.
The Packers.
We got some more opinions coming in here too. I honestly
Could put a
think
better
this
teams
is the
around him.
year Brady falls off a cliff.
for sure.
Is it
He's
that?
not. He's not. The hunger's not
He
there.
don't
He's,
got the
he's
juice
not
no
there.
more.
He don't.
Is it that he doesn't have the juice?
It's mental.
no
It's
more?
mental
Wait,
too.
Wait.
It's mental.
But I also like the games I've been watching. I feel like Brady's team has been like failing him. Like
Is it coaching too?
Well,
Because
it
it's a
could
new
be that.
coach.
Here's the
It's a
thing.
whole new coach. Again, shout out to the coach. You know, he's there, but
They
he's a
2-1
rookie. He's a
right
rookie
now.
head coach, right?
Yes. No. You talking about for Bucks?
Yeah.
No, they got
I mean, a rookie head coach. I mean, of course, he's been coaching forever, but they lost their Super Bowl coach, Bruce
Yeah.
Arians.
Yeah, Bruce
so they're
Arians.
learning some new stuff.
I mean Brady.
That's part of it. It's Brady, but like
Brady is
you factor in
stressing
everything.
them
I'm
dudes out.
factor
Brady
in all the
hasn't looked
variables.
good all
Factor in all the
season.
variables. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What other games you got for me, Ed?
All right. We got a few more, man. We almost there. Next, we have an NFC West matchup. We have the Los Angeles Rams defeating the Arizona Cardinals 20-12.
It's crazy to think this, but I feel like the Rams are going to be kind of like not talked about so much this year, regardless of what happens. Which might be a good thing for them.
They've lost Odell Beckham is not on the roster, and he was on the Super Bowl roster. Von Miller's not on the roster, and he was on the Super Bowl roster.
Yeah.
So the Rams
And
are
he's with the
not
Bills.
as good this year as they were last year.
Definitely.
But they still 2-1 if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I don't think that's
A
gonna last long.
whole
though.
lot of football left.
It's a whole lot of football left.
A whole lot
But
of
I
football
did enjoy their Super Bowl win last season for sure because they definitely had the city lit. So that was a good time to be out in LA and it was lit. But I think it's over for them this year though.
Sheesh.
Rams and Bengals.
We'll see.
I could be wrong. You know, anything can happen in football. You know.
Any given Sunday. For
That
sure.
division is wide open. So
We have the next game. We have the your Atlanta Falcons defeating the Seattle Seahawks 27-23. I think that's Atlanta's first win.
yeah.
And then yeah, I'm always rooting against NFC West teams. So
Marcus Mariota.
Marcus Mariota, he's playing for the rest of his career. He's playing for the rest of his career.
I mean, I feel like at this point, Marcus Mariota is kind of like in that Tyrod Taylor space. He'll kind of just go from team to team, you know.
Middle of the pack.
Yeah, and if he has a great season, you know, maybe somebody will give him a contract. But for now, you know,
still top 30 quarterback in the world. You know, until further notice, he's starting on an NFL team. Shout out to him. You know, but as far as playoff success, I don't see it coming from them for a few years.
So Drunk says Falcons look good, and Drake London, who I believe is a running back on the team, is cooking. All caps.
I haven't seen the Falcons play, so.
I haven't seen the Falcons play. They ain't been putting them on TV, my guy.
Right, and then they still play. They still play with the Buccaneers in their division.
Yep.
You know,
Still play with the
so
Bucs. But that, like I said, I mean, the Bucs haven't really looked dominant this year. So
correct.
You know, the opportunity is
Antonio
there.
Brown.
The opportunity is there.
Antonio Brown.
Let me peep the stats on this game. Whoo! So, you know who is cooking on the Atlanta Falcons?
Patterson.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a Swiss Army knife, jack of all trades. He runs, he catches, he special teams, he does everything.
Stat line: 17 carries for 141 and a touchdown, averaging 8.3 a carry. That's why y'all won. That's why y'all won.
Is Pitts breaking through yet?
5 catches, 87 yards,
Touchdown.
no touchdowns.
That's
Cordero
a good game for a tight end. It's a good game for a tight end.
Cordero Patterson took over the game.
No,
It's
he's
crazy,
the
yo.
best player.
He's been in the league for like hella long, bro.
He was on the Vikings.
He got drafted. I want to say he got drafted like 2011.
He's on the Vikings. He's 84 on the Vikings.
Last year was like really his breakout season. Crazy. Next game.
We have your San Francisco 49ers falling short to the Denver Broncos 11-10. This was the Sunday night matchup.
Wait, what? Who?
The Broncos and the 49ers.
What was the score?
11-10.
What the hell?
I'm about to tell you. I watch most of the game. Right. It was in Denver. A lot of connections between the two franchises. Kyle Shanahan, the coach of the 49ers, his father coached the Denver Broncos, winning Super Bowls with John Elway and company. So Kyle Shanahan was a kid growing up in Denver while his father was coaching the Denver Broncos and John Elway winning championships. So there's a connection with the two franchises, those two names. Our general manager, John Lynch, is a former Denver Bronco. So he's former Denver Bronco. He was he was a former Denver Bronco, so a lot of connections with the two franchises. We look good at first. Jimmy G's out there doing his thing. It was our second drive. First drive we punted. Second drive, Jimmy G marched it down the field, gave it to Debo a lot. And then Brandon Ayuk was the first touchdown. Faked it to good play calling. Then so we scored 7 first. Then they scored 3. So the score was 7-3. This is where stuff gets messed up. We lost Trent Williams. He's out for at least a month. So then the 49ers would look like a different team. That is the best offensive lineman in the NFL. That is the best left tackle in the NFL. He's rated 99 in Madden.
They gave him a lot of money.
And they gave him a lot of money, correct. So Trent Williams, number 71. We lost him. I don't remember what it is off the top of my head, but he's out for a month. He's out for a month. George Kittle returned, premier tight end, but he wasn't 100%. He's been out the first 2 weeks. He got hurt in practice before game 1, so he was pretty ineffective. And then so that happened, and then Jimmy G was in his own end zone, and he stepped out of bounds, causing a safety. So then the score went from 7-5. Right, the score went from 7-5, and then we got one more field goal, and then they got 2 more field goals, and then Jimmy G threw a pick. Wilson had a fumble. Like, we turned over the ball multiple times, and again, Jimmy G, the safety again. That kind of, again, if that doesn't happen, they don't have 2 points. So I feel we lost the game. Again, you over here, we're causing safeties and throwing interceptions. Jimmy G handled the press conference well, but again, we've been dealing with injuries already all year, and again, he lost a critical part of his offense, his starting left tackle. So we're still in it to win it. Season's not over. There's a whole lot of football. We're sitting at 1-2, and the NFC West is wide open. And we still have a lot of talented players on the roster to win us a division.
You got a comment in from Drunk.
Talk about my team, man. We can go back again. We talking about my team here.
He says, that game reminded me of why the 49ers moved on from Jimmy G. He's good, but he don't make it happen when he need to.
Shout out Jimmy G. Chrome gave me this for my birthday. Shout out Chrome. Shout out Chrome.
He also had another comment that I like to touch on. This Russell Wilson comment here. Russell Wilson.
Worst contract in the league. Hell yeah.
Worst contract in the league. So
their quarterback was Drew Lock. He's cool. He's fun, but he wasn't gonna win.
I can't even front. Like I've been big on Russell Wilson, but
his resume,
it ain't
his past,
not
his present, not his future.
It ain't looking like they
not
winning. They won the last 2 games for sure, but it ain't looking. It ain't looking like.
Let's ride.
It's gonna continue on this path. You know what I'm saying?
Bronco Nation, let's
ride. But he's a great guy. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Let's ride.
You know, he's part of that black men don't cheat gang. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I want to see them get that offense going.
I want to see him get sacked 6 times on Nick Bosa. That's what I wanted to see. That's what I wanted to see. Yeah. So we got a game with the Los Angeles Rams week 4, so we can't spend too much time dwelling on this interconference game. We have a divisional matchup next week, so we're already thinking about that. So,
next game.
And last but not least was Monday Night Football. We have your Dallas Cowboys defeating the New York Football Giants, 23-17. We had a Rush sighting. We had a Ezekiel Elliott sighting.
Hold on, I got post stats up for this game because I be looking out for
shout out, Lance. You want to shout out everything? Shit, what's up, bro? Come on, man. We looking up some Cowboys. Come on, man. Come here, man. Come on, man. It's fucking Lance, bro. It's fucking Lance. It's fucking Lance, bro.
Yo, welcome to Normal Guy Sports Talk.
Just say what's up, man. Just shout out the show.
Coming in. Hey, what's good, y'all? Hey.
Shout out Lance. Critical part of the studio.
Man, you already know, man. Welcome to this show, man. It's a
host of Shit I Don't Know.
Shit I
One
Don't
of
Know.
the other shows on the Never Satisfied Network.
Shit IDK. Welcome.
Doing a lot of good things in the studio, man. Just what's up, man? What's up?
Oh man, nothing, man. I really just came.
We just listen, yeah.
I'm gonna be here tomorrow.
You gonna be here tomorrow, man. You got the thing. You got the thing for tomorrow. All right.
So
appreciate you.
Drunk drops in with another comment.
Appreciate you, Lance.
Drunk says, I actually picked the Giants to beat the Cowboys, but the Cowboys defense showed up too.
The Cowboys, the Giants were 2-0 going to the game.
No, I watched that. The defense definitely closed out the game last night. The Cowboys have a great defense. I ain't gonna front. Their defense.
Hey, stop playing with them.
They got a good defense. You know what I'm saying?
Stop playing with them boys.
The debate for the Cowboys is really, like I said, this offense. You know what I'm saying? Dak is a great quarterback. You already know how I feel about Ezekiel Elliott. I feel like
he had a touchdown. He's one of my fantasy running backs. Shout out Zeke.
But I feel like this is the end of the road for Zeke.
Hey, Pollard, how you say it? Pollard.
Tony Pollard.
My boy been balling. He has been balling. You know what I'm saying?
He's young legs, catches passes out the backfield.
Yeah.
And the difference, and Mr. Matthews, highly critical of Ezekiel Elliott, but out of the two, the better pass blocker is Ezekiel Elliott. So he doesn't get that credit. You know, he's opened up things from Mr. Cooper Rush.
How y'all?
When you
That's
pay,
football,
my
man.
bad. I'll let you
That's
finish.
football, man.
But when you pay somebody $90 million,
He got blocked sometimes too.
yeah, he got to block sometimes too. But you don't pay nobody no $90 million to pass block.
Hey, we
You don't
we
pay
paid
somebody-
Trent Williams that much.
You pay Trent. You don't pay a running back no $90 million to pass block. You pay him to fucking get touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? 100-yard games. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason I'm really hard on Ezekiel Elliott is because the money don't match the output.
Right.
You know,
Right,
and
right.
like at the end of
your
the day,
contract meets your production. For
You know,
sure. That's any player. Right?
even if they gave Ezekiel half that money, which is probably what he's actually worth. You know what I'm saying? The Cowboys could have a lot more pieces on the team. Y'all need another receiver.
Lost.
Y'all could have
Cooper
kept. Y'all
in the-
could have
in the
kept Cooper.
process.
Yeah,
Y'all could have kept
that
him.
hurt. That one hurt.
And it's looking like y'all
Traded
would have needed
traded
him.
a first rounder to get him. To
Traded
the
a
Raiders.
Traded a first rounder to get him and
get
like
him,
let
yeah.
him go for like a fifth or a sixth. So, and low key, y'all kind of need him. So
Team is deeper with him.
So
now my bad. The
Nah,
last thing that everybody talked about from last night was CeeDee Lamb's touchdown. He had a one-handed grab.
He did. He had a highlight. He had a highlight. Good for him. Good for him. Yeah.
baller, man.
Nah, I'm just sure.
But go ahead.
Baller, man.
Chrome, kick it off, my guy.
Oh no, I was gonna get y'all opinion. I've been hearing some people believe that our backup QB is better than
That's
Dak.
that's
What do
pump the
you?
brakes.
Let's pull up the stats.
That's pump
He
the brakes.
nice though.
That's pump
Let's
the
pull
brakes.
up the
He
stats.
is
Was
nice.
he
though.
undrafted? Let's
I'm not
pump the
saying
brakes.
that he is.
Let's pump the brakes.
I'm not saying that he is better than
It
Dak.
is still the Dak
he is
Prescott
balling.
era. It is still the Dak Prescott era until further notice. It is still that. Stop. Yeah, it's still Dak's team.
So you think it's ridiculous?
Still Dak's team, and that's the outside looking
I'm about to
in.
pull up
It's
stats.
Dak's team. If you talking about this guy take over, I've heard that today. This guy,
So you have heard this?
you throw Dak back in. You're not paying him all that money to stay QB2.
Oh no, definitely. You're not paying
You're
him
paying
all that money
to
to
stay QB2.
Yeah, for sure.
So
I
I'm-
mean, if he's a reliable backup, more power to him. But
Hey, he's a
it's
very
Dak
reliable
Prescott's
backup.
team.
Hey, I feel very
It's
safe
Dak
with
Prescott's
him
team.
as our backup. I feel like if Dak didn't come back, I feel like we could rock out with bro. For sure. And I feel like we would be okay. And he proved it in the previous season. Or whatever season that
It's
was.
like his
that he
third
was with.
start. He started like a game last year, something like that.
He nice, man.
Mr. Cooper
Stat
Rush.
line. I'm telling you, boys, Ezekiel Elliott is coming to the end of the road, baby. Tony Pollard, 13 carries for 105, averaging 8 yards a carry. Now Ezekiel Elliott, 15 carries, 73 yards. Touchdown for sure, but averaging 4.9 a carry.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
Running back by committee. Running
For
back,
sure.
running back by committee.
For sure, but you paying him $90 million, bro. Give him all that money. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, maybe other teams will be calling next season.
Ooh,
What's up?
comment about
It's not that Cooper
Cooper.
Rush is good. It's y'all see that Dak is average.
ugh.
Whoa.
Oh no. About that one.
Whoa. Shots fired. I say
know
this
about
respectfully. If Dak was on the Jaguars, half the nation don't know who he is. The Cowboys is America's team, the top most valued franchise in all of sports. Not more than the Yankees, more than the
absolutely right.
Lakers.
It's the Cowboys.
It's the Cowboys at $6 billion, right? And again, it's a lot of coverage, so a lot of recognition. You're on the Cowboys, you automatically have a brand
America's
versus half the teams in the NFL.
So a few years ago, and it's funny that you brought that up. They had put Mike Evans from the Buccaneers.
Uh-huh.
He was drafted the same year, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe like a year after Dez.
Mm.
And they put both of their career stats next to each other.
Mm.
And you hardly ever hear about Mike Evans.
I mean, if you play fantasy football, like,
Yeah.
he's up there.
we was throwing up the X. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's right.
they put both of their stats next to each other, and Mike, to a certain extent, Mike Evans had like slightly outplayed Dez, and it was like just to see how much coverage Dez has gotten over the years, even when he was just a free agent. You know what I'm saying? It is attested to the popularity of your Dallas Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? So to say that Dak, I feel like Dak is a good player, but being a Cowboys quarterback is.
He's become a household name.
Yes, it is. It is
If
position
he's played on
of
like half the
prestige.
teams in the NFL,
Yeah.
he would not. His name wouldn't be as big.
Dak on the
Respectfully.
Jaguars is
Respectfully.
Teddy Bridgewater.
Whoa.
No, bro. No, bro. No. Like
You just being disrespectful right now, though. I ain't gonna lie.
You're just disrespectful at this point, my boy. No.
I like Teddy Bridgewater though. You know what I'm saying? He just kind of, he air. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but ultimately, love or hate it, Dak's getting a lot of criticism, right?
Right.
You know, he's on the Cowboys. He's got big money. Mr. Jones wants it's bottom line. Mr. Jones wants his results.
Oh, for sure.
I feel like
we
that-
do too. As Cowboys fans, we do too.
I feel like Dak was worth the money though for him to keep Dak. I do. I truly do. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Ezekiel Elliott. But
Losing him is part the solution. You keep him around for less money. He still can play football.
keep him around for less money.
Keep him around for less money. Correct.
Is he going to take less money though?
Ask his agent. Right, his agent would better answer. It's going to be a mix of winning and money. It's going to be the two. But he's comfortable here, and he's a god out here. Win or lose, he's a god out here.
For the reasons we already have explained, being a member of the Dallas Cowboys is just an automatic level of prestige that comes with it.
I need these boys to bring a chip to the city for all this money to be worth it.
You might be waiting for a little bit, my guy.
I've been waiting since I've been born.
I was about to say you gonna be waiting.
Their
But I
last
like-
Super
Cowboys
Bowl
are
was
cool.
1996, Super Bowl 30.
Yep. I was too young to enjoy that.
I remember watching it. I remember watching it.
I had to go look up.
They played the Steelers. They played the Steelers.
yeah,
They beat the Steelers that year.
But-
I've looked up YouTube highlights of them winning.
Yeah, I will agree with this statement. Micah Parsons is
Oh, he's
he's
a Pro Bowler. He's a
yeah.
Pro Bowl football player.
and
Micah
Defensive
Parsons.
Player of the Year, probably nominee.
And then and Diggs is nice.
Oh yeah,
Diggs
my
was
boy
averaging
Diggs,
a
man.
pick a game last year. That
He
was-
closed the game out last night.
right.
Diggs
Stephon
is
Diggs'
balling.
brother. Yeah. So he's not. He's a
He's
pro,
my
he's a
favorite
Pro
player.
Bowler.
My
He's a
favorite
Pro
player
Bowler.
on the Cowboys right now.
He's a Pro Bowler. Yeah, he made the Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
So is that all our games?
That week's up week 3. Time check, sir.
We are past an hour. We are at like an hour and 22 minutes.
Hour and 22 minutes. We can wrap up with we touch on fantasy a little bit, and we touch on week 4 and close it out.
For sure.
So,
I've been doing terrible in fantasy, bro.
hey, how you been doing? What's up? I won both my games.
I'm like 0-3.
That's not good, bro.
I'm losing by like less than 5 points in
That's
each
not
of my
good, bro.
matchups.
That's not good. So,
It's horrible. I can't get this running back situation right, bro.
it'd be like that. Who's on your team, or what do you got going?
My guy J.K. Dobbins just came back in the lineup. He had a few catches, but nothing really much rushing. Lamar Jackson literally just ran and threw everything.
Okay, on my first league, I have Jalen Hurts as my quarterback. He had
That was a good
340 yards with 3 touchdowns. Ezekiel Elliott, 73 yards and a touchdown. Wilson Jr., 75 yards and a fumble. Ja'Marr Chase, 6 recoveries, 29 yards, a touchdown. Diggs, 7 recoveries, 74 yards. And Chase Edmonds had 2 touchdowns. So that was one to look out for. And my other league, the one I have with Mr. Matthew, shout out Lil Donnie,
LD.
and all our California people. Who'd you play?
I played Nate Daddy.
How'd that go?
Yeah,
How'd
I was
that go?
quiet. You know what I'm saying? He won that. I ain't
got you,
I
got
just shut
you.
the hell up.
Got you. Let me see. In that league, I had Justin Herbert playing, Connor off the Cardinals, Deebo Samuel, Lazard off the Packers.
Did you win?
Yeah, I won it. Yeah, I won. That's what I'm saying.
Who's you
That's
playing?
what I'm talking shit. Dade County co-hit. They had Matthew Stafford, Devontae Adams. So let's check on Ghost and Lil Donnie. Yeah, you lost. Donnie lost his matchup, and Ghost won his matchup. So that's that, and so shout out to everybody who plays fantasy with us. More next week,
And
then week 4 preview.
how about we let Chrome pick the games?
Okay, yeah, bet. Let's do it. Okay, here we go.
So, Thursday night, you got Dolphins at Cincinnati Bengals. Who you taking?
Dolphins.
Sit them with some
Any
spreads.
particular reason why?
They just on a roll right now, 3-0. I don't have any more faith in the.
The spread is
Bengals.
4 Bengals, and it's in Cincinnati. But again, the Dolphins are 3-0, and the Bengals are 1-2.
We got Vikings versus Saints. Who you got?
Vikings. I feel like they're shocking the world right now, and I can't stand the Saints.
Next game, we got Browns at Falcons.
Browns.
Okay, I give you that. I don't know. Cordell Patterson might come out and play, man. I like him.
I could be wrong.
Spread's 1.5 in Atlanta. I go either way.
Love Atlanta. Just feel like the Browns got the better football team right now.
I agree. The Browns do have more productive pieces on the offense.
Next game, we got a matchup of the 2 highest rated quarterbacks in the league right now.
This is tough.
You got the Bills and Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs versus Lamar Jackson and my Baltimore Ravens. I won't feel bad if you pick against me.
Sheesh. Lamar Jackson is amazing. I do feel like the Bills might have the better team though. So logically, I guess I'll go with the Bills, but I ain't got no dog in that fight. That's gonna be a great game to watch.
You got
Who
Buffalo.
you putting your money on the Bills though?
Yeah.
You got
Yeah.
Buffalo -3, according to Vegas, and it's in Baltimore.
But Lamar Jackson could, I mean, he is amazing. Sometimes he does the unthinkable. So
The Bills have a top 3 defense.
put the team on his back.
in the NFL.
It don't matter. You can't stop them. You can only hope to contain them.
I can't wait to watch this game.
That's going to be a good
tough.
game. That's going to
Tough.
be a
12
morning
o'clock on
game.
Sunday.
12 o'clock? Yeah, it's a morning game. First, yeah. You have morning,
Oh, they play
afternoon,
the
and
same
night.
time as the Cowboys. Huh?
Yes.
Have to have multiple TVs. And
Yes.
And the next game is the Washington Commanders.
Oh, we
versus-
finna smack them, man. Cowboys finna smack them.
That's
Next.
going to be a -3 spread, the Dallas Cowboys, and that's in Dallas. Cowboys are 2-1, and the Commanders are 1-2. I see the Cowboys win that game as well.
Sure.
Yeah, the Commanders.
Got to.
The Commanders got a few things to figure out.
Their name is the Commanders. Like,
Correct.
smack these dudes. They didn't even
Like
have
a UFL
They
team,
didn't have a
like this
name.
nigga.
Sounds like a movie, and the
Bro,
fictional
that-
team.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, what is his name, bro?
Yeah.
I couldn't think of nothing better than that.
Right.
Next game, we got Seahawks at Lions. Who you got?
-4.5 Detroit, and it's in Detroit.
I don't know, guys.
Detroit.
Yeah,
Detroit
probably Detroit. I don't have
puts
faith
up a
in
lot of
Seahawks.
numbers. Yeah, Seahawks are done, man.
Yeah, Seahawks.
Seahawks
for
are
sure.
done, man. Let's get that out the way.
Rest in
Seahawks
peace
are
to the Legion of Boom.
Seahawks. That was like
Yeah.
that was like 20
that
years
was
ago.
a good time though.
That was like 20 years ago.
I was about to say.
That was like 10, 20 years ago.
Hey, shout out to Drunk, man. You got it. Yeah, I'm trying to get Sunday ticket my damn self. You know what I'm saying? NFL Sunday
So
ticket.
you
Every
get the
game,
app.
yes.
If you get the app, it shows you what they showing locally. So if you so that's free.
Man, y'all
Well,
could
if you get
stream
in the
some of these
NFL,
games.
if you get the NFL app, it shows you like the games that are the prime time day games that they show. So it'll be typically like 2 games that they show early and 2 games late. But if you have Sunday ticket, obviously you could watch any game. But if you're like me, You know what I'm saying? You just go on the internet, you type in, watch live sports free, and then you just click the little link there, and you click the little link there, and you watching the game.
Yep. NFL Bite, crack streams.
Next game, we got the Chargers at your homeboys down there in Houston, the Texans.
I'm just praying the Texans can pull through at this point. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we have the Chargers are 1-2, and we have the Texans are 0-2-1, and the spread is -5 Chargers. Texans are a young team, rebuilding team.
Yeah,
Low expectations.
It's gonna be a minute.
Respectfully, low expectations.
It's gonna be a minute.
And they lost Deshaun Watson, man.
I mean, they literally lost.
Deshaun Watson, man. They was on a roll with Deshaun Watson.
It was disrespectful what they did to that team because they was stacked, yo.
Come on,
They had
Arian Foster,
Hopkins,
Anthony,
J.J. Watt. You know what I'm saying?
Andre
that team
Johnson.
but I mean, just a couple seasons ago, that team was stacked.
Hopkins.
Hopkins. J.J. Watt. You know what I'm saying? Like, they had a pretty...
Mario Williams.
Yeah. They had a pretty good team.
Not the Houston Texans.
yeah, man.
And then, what's his
Jadeveon
name? They
Clowney.
had Romeo
Clowney.
coaching. Yeah. They had a former Patriots assistant. He was coaching there. He was over there a little bit, too.
Yeah. But
what's defense.
Lovie Smith's coaching down there now?
Former Chicago Bears coach.
Yeah, the quarterback
Long
over
time
there, David
Bears
Mills.
coach.
But hopefully your boys can, you know what I'm saying, figure out some wizardry this
For sure.
Sunday.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
J.O. gonna catch a pick.
Next game,
Pick
we
6.
got Titans at Colts.
We have it's going to be in Indianapolis. We got the Colts at a -3 spread. And this is a divisional game.
It could go either
South.
way.
I got
Go
love for
either
the
way.
Colts, but for some reason I feel like Titans going.
I'm waiting for Derrick Henry to show back up, man.
Yeah, what's
I mean,
They lost their 2 starting wide receivers. And I think Tannehill is kind of taking a step back as well. So the focus is Henry. Everyone knows it's going to go to Henry 4 out of 5 times.
yeah.
I may be asleep. This might be a dumb question. Is Julio Jones still with the Titans?
Nope.
No.
Tampa Bay.
He left Tampa Bay, correct?
No, he went to Tampa Bay.
He went to Tampa Bay, and then the other Jones, right? AJ, what's his name? And then he
A.J.
went
Brown.
to AJ Brown. I'm tripping. He went to the
Philly.
and they're lighting it up. So Tennessee lost their 2 starting receivers from last year. So because they went to AFC Championship within 5 years ago with Derrick Henry and Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah.
But everyone knew that team. What am I looking for? Exceed expectations. No one expected them to go that far as they did that year, and that's how they both got those big contracts. Tannehill and over.
Now they beat my Ravens and went to the AFC Championship and lost.
You feel like y'all would have did better?
Hell yeah. That was Lamar MVP season, bro. I was upset they ended that. But
Y'all had a chance for sure.
yeah, they had
Mars
Drake was
balling
coming up
out.
there. Drake was rocking Lamar Jackson jerseys. That's probably why we lost.
Right.
Shout out to bro.
Shout out to
Bro
Champagne
be a
Bobby
fan
though.
of everybody.
Shout out to Drake though. I keep wearing the Ravens jersey. I fuck with you, bro. But yeah, so next game we got Bears at Giants.
We have -3 Giants on the spread, and it's in New York. And both of these teams are 2-1.
It could go either way.
I got the Giants winning.
If you're a Cowboys fan, you know who you should pick though.
I'm going with Chi-Town.
We get after them.
I love New York though. I wish I could have stayed in New York after Fashion Week, so I could have seen the look on all of their faces when the Cowboys beat them.
Yeah.
Me and my Uber driver was having a debate, and I told him I was a Cowboys fan, and of course he's a Giants fan. I was like, when we beat y'all this season, I'm like, think of me, remember this. I wish I could have been there,
And we will tell Drake to put on the CFL jersey. Go home, Roger. Next game, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Philadelphia Eagles.
We have this game is in Philadelphia. We have Philadelphia -6.5 on the spread, and this is the former coach of the Eagles is the Super Bowl coach. He's now he's coaching the Jaguars.
Ooh.
So the Eagles are 3-0, and the Jaguars are 2-1. Eagles, hands down.
Philly, man.
Next game, we got Jets at Steelers. Joey.
Both of these teams are 1-2, and Pittsburgh has the spread 3.5, and it's in Pittsburgh.
I don't know, man.
Pittsburgh.
I will give you
It's home, and they got the spread.
But you know what? I'm picking Jets.
Joe, you got
for Flacco, baby. Come on, bro. I want to see you do this, baby.
As you should. As you should.
Next game, we got Cardinals at Panthers.
It's in Carolina, and the Panthers have the spread 1.5.
Panthers.
For sure.
Panthers.
Patriots at Packers.
Packers are -10 on the spread, and it's in Green Bay. So
it's a bad man
should
in
be easy win.
Packtown.
Easy win.
You got Broncos at Raiders.
Divisional game, AFC West matchup. It's in Las Vegas, and the Raiders have the spread 2.5.
I'm gonna say Broncos unless wait. But something funny could happen to Russell Wilson. You know,
Reality.
Man, I don't know why Russ, wake up. Wake up, bro.
Let's ride.
Wake up.
Bronco
wake
Bronco
the F
country.
up, bro.
Let's ride.
Next game, we got Chiefs at Buccaneers, which is a Super Bowl rematch.
This is going to be the Sunday night matchup. Both these teams are 2-1, and Kansas City has the spread 2 points, and it's in Tampa Bay.
Thanos Brady, man. He make everybody sad, man.
Yo, Drunk throwing these little jokes.
What do you say?
Something funny already happened to Russell Wilson. He got married.
I'm
Let's
weak.
ride. Hashtag let's ride.
I'm weak.
You just throw dirt over his grave, huh?
Let's ride.
All right. Last game, we got the LA Rams versus the San Francisco 49ers. This is
Make
the
the
Monday
right
night
choice. Let me
game.
explain this. This is going to be the Monday night football matchup, and the spread is 2.5, 49ers, and it's in San Francisco, Santa Clara, the Bay Area.
I think 49ers, honestly. I would like to see the Rams get it, but, 49ers, I think so.
Top 3 defense, I think the Rams are still figuring their offense out. Their running backs have been ineffective, and you can't throw it to Cooper Kupp every play, and that's what they look to do.
Yeah, they do.
So that's all of our games. I have one last question for Chrome today.
It's at Chromosome, at Cortez Archives.
At The Chromosome on Instagram, The Chromosome on Twitter, and Cortez Archives.
My last question. How you feel about ASAP Baby Mama performing at the Super Bowl?
Hey, it's lit, man. She one of my favorite singers, one of my favorite
Shout
artists.
Rihanna.
artists
We
of all
will be
time.
tuned in. The Super Bowl is my birthday,
Oh, for sure.
so side note.
Hey,
February 12th,
so
the
we
Super
lit.
Bowl is my birthday. February
shit.
12th, Sunday.
So we lit.
We-
So
Yeah, it's finna
Well,
be
I'll
lit.
let you know. I'll let you know.
we
I'll let you
watching
know.
it
We'll
wherever
figure it
you
out.
at.
We'll figure it
Yeah.
out. We'll figure
It's
it
gonna
out.
be lit.
We
Party
gonna
at
figure.
it.
We gonna figure it out. We gonna figure it out. My birthday is the Super Bowl, February 12th. I ain't gonna. We'll get to that. We'll look at that. We'll get to that.
Hey, don't let the 49ers be in the Super Bowl on your birthday.
Holy! I will lose my shit. Right.
Oh,
I'll lose my shit. That'd be the best shit ever, bro. That'd be the best shit ever.
Shout out to Drunk. You been rocking with
Shout
us.
out to Drunk, man. You,
Oh,
man.
damn,
man.
stream. And shout out to everybody else who
Shout
was
out
in there
Drunk, man. You come
complimenting.
on back next week.
I know
Shout
I
out
might have missed like a couple comments.
I need you to
It was
call
a lot
in
of-
one of
it
these
was-
days,
The
man.
comments was kind of coming in fast, but
Shout out Drunk, man.
shout out Drunk, man. Shout out to Never Satisfied. If you're still watching, I need you to subscribe to the channel right now. It ain't gonna
You see it,
cost
you
you
see
a
it. Yeah, you see
damn
it, you see
thing.
it.
Shout out to our partners, 808 Bistro.
Hey, Bistro, we were just there last night, huh?
Shout out
That was
to-
fun, right, guys?
That's why I'm tired right now.
Right. Who's there? Some
If I get
Division.
caught cheating.
that guy.
Division.
Yeah.
But
Baby
yeah,
and the crew.
shout out to Shit I Don't Know, the podcast.
Lance, who's just here.
I'm missing some Ed. Shout out.
Shop Never Satisfied. See, I got my exclusive chromatic shirt.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, one of his album covers. He got the NS chain on there. You see
what I'm
it.
saying?
You see it.
Cortez 3 out right now.
That part, all that, yeah. Get this guy. He's performed with a lot of people, done a lot of shows, done a lot of things, a lot of history right here with Mr. Chromatic. Shop Never Satisfied. I said that. The studios, Never Satisfied Studios. You said the restaurant. CEO Double R. Thank you for everything you do for us. Appreciate you forever. We've been forgetting something. Twitch, YouTube, Facebook,
Twitch, YouTube, Facebook,
TikTok.
TikTok.
No Guys Talk Sports. That's us. What else?
I think that's it.
I think that's it.
That was the major ones. So I like for Chromatic to
Yeah, close us out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Episode 13, Normal Guys Talk
you know,
Sports.
tell
man.
everybody where they can
Come
find
on,
you.
man.
I know you mentioned it a little bit there, but you know, whatever you got coming up, just let our viewers know what you got coming up, man.
For sure. At the Chromazone on Instagram, Twitter. Cortez 3 by Chromatic is available on all streaming platforms. We got the Cortez 3 short film about to drop, and we're gonna premiere it at a movie theater. So, and Richie Fontaine is gonna be in that too. And last but not least, shout out to Mike Kaiser because I can't mention him.
Mike, shout out to Big Mike. When we went to the G League game,
Yes.
he was playing for the Toronto affiliate, if I remember right.
Yeah.
And then they were visiting the Legends and met Big Mike a few years ago. Him and
boy winning
Chrome,
chips.
close friends, and he's played in Europe. He's been all over.
Champion.
Shout out Mike Kaiser for sure.
So yeah, we out. Hold up, let's pause for the thumbnail.
Yeah, I know, right? All right.
Hold up, you gotta hold it like. All right, we out.